Good afternoon, everyone, and happy Monday. We're going to be starting our 3 o'clock afternoon briefing here. Just give us a thumbs up if you can hear us on the audio. We'll get started here promptly at 3.
Good afternoon, everyone. Hope everyone's having a great Monday today. We do have a few announcements before we go into our numbers. Start with early voting has started today here in the administrative building. Be mentioning that every day here to remind people, it's 3 weeks of voting. Also, the Department of Motor Vehicle, our driver's license people, they are here today, and from here on out, they'll get right back on the original schedule. So that's a good thing. There's a lot of people coming in now over there, and they are asking you to go to their website, and actually you've got some. You can fill out your forms and all, have everything taken care of before you come in, because they are allotting just so many slots per day that they're here, and so. I do think that they'll probably help you if you don't do that. If you don't have a computer or whatever, they'll be glad to try to help you and guide you through what you need to. But it sure streamlines things if you'll do that and make that appointment. I do want to say too that We do have, I mentioned Friday and Thursday too, that the as far as your swab screening or your testing of the COVID, they have moved that now. We've got downstairs. They're going to do that 5-6 days a week here in Dade County, and for your convenience, it'll be right here at our health department. They do ask you to call and make an appointment or let them know you're coming, where you can fill out the information. They can get some information from you. You can call the local health department number at 657-6181. You have to dial area code, so it's 706-657-6181. I'll give you those hours now. Monday through Thursday is 1 to 4. Friday will be 9 till 10. Saturday will be 9 till 12. So, put that down. Carey, she's posting them. It's all, we just have got this just a little while ago, the hours and everything. So that's great. We'll have, 6 days a week, you might say, you can come in and here locally and be tested for that. And it's free of charge. And that's the swab test now. It's not the blood test. The blood tests in Trenton are being offered by the Lawson Medical Group over here on the square. And they do take a blood draw. It's not a finger prick. They do a blood draw and send it off. And it usually takes 3 to 5 days to get that back. But the number over there is 657-3200. That's 706-657-3200. And also the clinic in it over in Walker County, it's a private clinic also. They're still doing the actual blood draw. They don't have any of the finger pricks anymore. So, and both of those, there is a charge to these two right here. It's $25 for the one here in Trenton plus a lab fee, and then the Lafayette Clinic I think still charging $40 for theirs. From what I understand, insurance, if you have insurance, will pay part of this, if not maybe 50% of it or so on either one of these. Now I think the one in Walker County is still going, right? The Civic Center?
Yes.
Okay. We still have the one over in Walker County at the Civic Center over there. It's 706-375-7705. And that's 706-375-7705. And that is the health department doing that over there. So if you just happen to be over there and it's more convenient, go by there. But, at least we've got it here in Dade County now. 6 days a week, so you really, if you want to be tested, there's really no excuse. You just come by here, and there's no cost to it. And actually, it's pretty quick. I mean, they've had several in here today. I'm not sure how many, but they're real quick. It don't take a lot of your time to do that, especially if you call. Now, if you don't call, it's the same thing as we're doing down there. You can just pull over, and they'll take time to go out and fill the forms out for you. Today is, I'll let Alex mention this too. I'm sure he's going to his Emergency Medical Services Appreciation Week. And that's a big deal. We do appreciate all of our EMS people and all of our EMS workers. If you see any of them out in the public, out at the grocery store, whatever, don't pat them on the back, but just stand 6 foot away from them and tell them you really appreciate them. Let me see here if there's anything else we need to. Now we've had some calls about the park. It's really the biggest thing on here as far as affecting a lot of people. And for those of you that don't live on Lookout Mountain or we're not out there Saturday and Sunday, they shut the park down about 10:30. They was at capacity, and there was cars. I've never seen it like this. They were parked everywhere on the road out there, and there was lines of people that were walking 136 all the way from up at the crossroads, even from the Dollar General up there on the mountain and around Pam's place. They were parking that far away and walking all the way down to the park to go into that park. I'm not talking about 10 or 12 people. We're talking about, probably in the Saturday and Sunday, there was probably upward of probably 200, 250 people, if not more. And they were walking that far to go in. On the West Rim out there too, that road right there was kind of bumper to bumper parking. People were parking and walking in, and at the bottom, but supposedly this week they're getting some kind of plan. They've got to do something because they really realized after the troopers came out and everyone, they realized, someone's going to get run over out there on that road because 136 now, as most of you know, it's a well-traveled road. There's a lot of truck traffic on it, and it's very dangerous, very dangerous. A lot of them, there's no sidewalks and all, and so a lot of them would walk in the white line So it's something I assure you that the state's handling it right now. They were brought up to date on it Saturday and Sunday too. I was on the phone with several people there. So I'll try to let you know between now and Friday, all you people that were affected out there by what's going on and what's going to happen. Honestly, it looks like now, even though they're doing the 150 cars, it may be better from just to open up the park and get everybody off the road, because it looks like the people's going to come whether the park's closed or not, because it's getting worse and worse. And see, what's going to be different about next weekend, as most all of us know, is Memorial Day weekend. So I can't even imagine if it's worse than it was this weekend. It's just it'll shut 136 down. I mean, it's really bad. So I'll move into our numbers. We have increased our number. We went from 18 to 20. Now in that 20, now there's 11. Those are antibody tests, which we can deduct from that. So, but we've still got 9 people that are actively, that actually are in quarantine or in the hospital. So there's 9 people there. Walker County, they stayed the same at 74. They have 44 antibodies. Catoosa County, they went from 69 to 71. They have 23 antibodies that can be subtracted. Chattooga County, they actually went down 1. They're at 15. They were 16 Friday, or 16 yesterday. And that's usually due to a mistake, either misplacing, or actually they were probably from another county and just got added to them. Whitfield County, they went from 175 to 180. Gordon County, 124 to 128. They have 2 antibody tests in those numbers. Floyd County, 169 to 180. They have 1 antibody. Bartow County, they're still going up. They went from 382 to 384. And right now there's 2,361 in unknown counties, unknown addresses right now that we know are in Georgia. They just haven't related them to the exact county that they're from. And that number it's just blown up. In the last 2 weeks, it's really went outside. But you got to think about it. Even our numbers are going to change, I'm sure, because we're doing testing now 5 days a week here. And and so the more testing we do, the more stats we're going to have as far as the numbers, and so we probably will have an increase. So don't not saying this to scare you, but it is what it is, And and if I had the symptoms, I would want to know if I had it too. So it's just something. It's we're in the middle of this, and there's no reason to panic as long as you just keep doing what you're supposed to do with your face masks, do the social distancing. And that's our best way of fighting this, is by doing it and just following directions. In Tennessee, we have 347 in Hamilton County. That's up from 319. They also have 132 that's recovered, with 13 deceased in Hamilton County. Marion County, they went from 30 to 32. They have 23 recovered, with 1 deceased. Grundy County, they went from 30 to 30. Well, they stayed. Now, let's see here. Grundy County, 30. Yeah, they stayed 30, and they have 26 recovered. So that with 1 deceased. Sequatchie County, they have 10, and with 6 recoveries. Midge County, they went from 22. They went to, they've got 19. So they just have 3 active cases. Bradley County, 80 to 82. They were 80 yesterday. Went to 82. They have 65 recovered out of 82, with 1 deceased. Total deaths in Tennessee was 298. Confirmed to 1,612 deaths in Georgia. So that's a big difference. Moving to Alabama. They're right now, Jackson County, they went from 60 to 64. DeKalb County, they went from 185 to 196, with a total of 12,052 confirmed cases. Georgia right now has a total of 37,910 cases. And out of all those cases, there's 6,864 right now in hospitals pertaining to the disease. Don't have anything else except, just try to keep in mind, wear your face mask. And we do have our buildings now open, all but the court facility. And we do, we're just asking people, we're not telling you because it's up to you to wear the face mask, but if you come in the building, we request you to try to have the mask on, especially in the voting area out there. but it's really safe out there right now. They just, people seem to feel real good about it as far as they've got the shields up, and that's, of course, that's for your protection and our protection too. So, Alex, we got you want to come up? You got.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Alex Case, Director of Dade County Emergency Services and Mayor here for the City of Trenton. We'll stay in emergency services for a while, and as Ted mentioned, they are continually doing testing downstairs on these 6 days a week, and they are got signs out front here on West Crabtree Street. You will come in closer to where the dumpster is on West Crabtree Street, the lower parking lot of the administration building, and you'll circle up in front of the health department underneath the covered awning here, and the ladies are out here, and they've had several. They'll be going here for another hour as we go. Also, as Executive Rumley mentioned, this is EMS Appreciation Week. Part of Dade County Emergency Services, one division under that we work with our group is EMS, and Dade County does have 2 ambulances, advanced life support ambulances and equipment, and a advanced first responder vehicle that we run with volunteer or part-time paid paramedics, EMTs, and advanced EMTs here in Dade County, but we also contract to Puckett EMS to run our day-to-day calls. Of that, one of those ambulances is owned by Dade County, and to keep the subsidy down. But there's 12 folks that work at the station here at Trenton, right behind Trenton City Hall at Trenton's Trenton-Dade County Station 1 that we call it and are common, but those 12 people work 24 on and 48 off. They're there running out to all types of calls, and one of the things we stipulate early in this that we have to treat every call with the possibility, besides the gloves that we wear every time or they wear goggles, glasses, and mask on every call. And 911, when the medical calls come in, we screen every medical call now with certain COVID-19 questions, which it's a good thing to do. And certain medical calls we ask other questions as well, so the paramedic can actually read this on their mobile data terminal as they're responding to the call. We take a call for EMS in less than 60 seconds. We're dispatching an ambulance to that location. We need to know where we're going, what's the number, and the chief complaint. We send them. Then we start asking detailed questions. So that ambulance is getting out, moving wherever it's going, and in that certain amount of time, we're updating that group as it's going. But these men and women of our station here, these 12 men and women, and then our volunteers, part-time volunteers throughout other departments of the county, are there day and night, rain or cold, 365, 24/7, helping the community. And we really appreciate what EMS does, because it's life-saving things, times that this is in. One of the things that people are so afraid of right now, we're seeing the statistics of this come in each week with our statewide meetings and district meetings, that people are staying home before going to the hospital. And one of the alarming things that really concerned me, is concerning the whole state, is that 2 weeks ago, cardiac arrests were up 68%. So that means with strokes and STEMIs and symptoms that you may need to call for help, people are waiting because of the fear to the hospital. Please don't wait. Call. There's very, very safety matters at these hospitals, at EMS, and that we're taking to keep you safe, because you are that priority. So, we are seeing a reduction because times are different, and it's like we've mentioned this several times that we're looking at different times, but these folks, we really appreciate what you do. Please call us. That's what 911's for. One of the things that we want to provide and take sure that somebody that's hurt or sick or feeling bad, that they can go out there and get them. So again, if you see or know anybody that's a paramedic or EMT in Dade County that works for Puckett or is a part-time volunteer or paid volunteer for Dade County, thank them for what they do. We will be getting them some things this week to say thank you, and some snacks or some items. Well, we talked about that this morning as we prepare for that, so we really appreciate what they do. I'm going to turn into the city business, and as I've mentioned before, Commissioner Terry Powell and Director Ronnie Page over Parks and Rec, since the new admissions from our executive order come out, it will allow the cities to open the pool. So we are opening the city pool this Saturday. It'll be from 12 p.m. to 6 p.m. Monday through Saturday, and then Sunday from 1 to 6. Now, we've got a very stringent guidelines that public health has given us, and it's still the 6-foot social distance. So if you come in as a family, you can stay as a family, and if you pick an area in the where we're at, you can stay there, but the next group has to be 6 foot away. Our lifeguards that we have cannot work with that, so one of the stipulations is we had to hire a couple other seasonal folks to help maintain that social distancing. We also have to keep our high use areas of concession stand, bathrooms, touching surfaces and things with disinfectant type spray. So Mr. Page is taking care of that. We're helping him with that as well as making sure he has what he needs, and a couple extra seasonal folks to cover that, because lifeguards' main duty is life of the children and people in the water. That's all they're concerned about. But they can't continue to they can't watch what's going on out. So our people that take money, work recession, and the other two ladies will be going around helping, keeping surfaces sanitized and doing as best we can. Now, the next question is, as of right now, we will have no parties that can be, usually from 6 to 9, we open times to rent for birthday parties and things. We cannot do that at this time based on the current executive order. We will be allowed to do swimming lessons, but it's probably going to be only during the month of July. That is also work with YMCA. Director Page is working with them to get that scheduled, but based on when they're allowed to do it, we will know more in the 1st to middle of June when that will be. We've got a lot of calls about swim lessons, but we're going to do our best allowing that if YMCA lets him do that, but we will have to stipulations on the training for the lessons of that. We'll be working with that. So if you have any questions, please let City Hall know at 706-657-4167. Still, our playground equipment is still closed at this time, but the walking track and the pavilions are open. Also, the Civic Center is still closed due to the track size. We're hoping maybe by the end of the month, after Memorial Day weekend, until the end of the month, after the 31st, that we're figuring another round of executive orders or next sizing will come up for things with that. So some of this may be temporary measures, but at least there'll be some times for the children to get out and be ready. So appreciate everybody, Commissioner Powell, Director Page, and everyone that's been working and getting ready and getting ready. The lifeguards are getting ready. I think they have meetings this weekend before they open to get things going. So you do come out. And also, I think we used to have items that they would hand out or noodles and things like that. We will not be, so please bring all your safety measures for your children if they are going to be swimming, and not sharing, and stay in groups with your family. So again, it's going to take us all to do this, and it'll be something new for us, and they'll do work and do their best, and please have your patience and with that as well. So we continue. Thank you for helping with this as we continue to move on, getting back to normal lives here. But again, if you have any questions, please let any of us know.
Good afternoon, everybody. Elections asked us to make an announcement concerning this flyer. This is an official request by the Republican Party. It's a notice to get an absentee ballot application. So the Republican Party was also sending these out. So if you received one that was the blue and the red like we showed earlier, those were the official ones as well. These are official, but you don't need to turn them both in. So you only need to make one. Please don't request another one. Also, early voting did begin today at 8 o'clock here at the Administrative Building at 71 Case Avenue. We've had, I think before we started this, we had 91 people who have voted today for early voting. So please come down anytime for early voting. If you want to see the schedule for early voting, it is 8 to 5 Monday through Thursday and Friday 8 to 2. There is one Saturday session for early voting. I have shared a link in the comments so you can check out the schedule. We have also shared that on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. So if you're on those, or if you have friends who are on those, they can see that schedule there as well. So please get out and vote.
Okay, appreciate everyone watching us today, and hope you've heard some information here to help you a little bit. If you need us for anything, or if you have any questions, do we have any today? Any questions at all?
We did have one question. Have the numbers in the state of Georgia gone down any? I know we had some new cases, just curious.
Actually, they went up from yesterday at 35,858, and they went up to 37,910. So there's not been a decrease yet. Yeah.
And that's a good point. They'll never go down because once they're confirmed, they're always confirmed. They'll always be there.
Yeah, the numbers will be the same or more. So, but if you need anything or have any questions, call me on my cell phone 667-8999, or any of the commissioners, or here at the office, our commission office 657-4625, or Carey. You can email her, shoot her email, she can get a hold of us. But we'll see you tomorrow at 3 o'clock, and hope you have a nice. You got anything else, Alex?
No, I seen a question about the pool.
Okay. Okay, I'm sorry. We got one other question, but we'll be back here at 3 o'clock tomorrow. So.
There is one more question about the pool, and it says...
yeah, that is COVID spread through the pool if it's there with the chemicals and all. And it goes back to just like going to anything. If you've got signs and symptoms, coughing, wheezing, sneezing, and symptoms, please don't go to the public. That's when you need to call the public health, get swabbed. And what we have read and some of the questions we have, no, there's no cases yet that is. But if somebody is coughing, sneezing, and wheezing, that's one of the things that these monitor assistants that we're working with will, hey, are you okay? Or if they're showing signs and symptoms, we just ask them to leave. And it goes in. There's like 30 different steps that we're having to watch our workers and all. And again, the pool opens this Saturday at noon and Sunday at 1. And starting Memorial Weekend, it's our normal schedule that we do. So again, this weekend, the pool will be ready. We are also going to have our seasonal passes available at City Hall. You can call and get information about that. And so, yes, we are prepared for extra sanitation and all. But of what we have been told and what we've read, that it is not. But again, if you have these symptoms, or if children show up and have these symptoms, we will either try to make preparations for the day gets back home until they're well. Again, we'll be back tomorrow at 3. Don't forget about the screening downstairs. And again, thank you for tuning in.